everyone, welcome back to my channel. Once again we find ourselves back on the storeroom at the new build. So last video we were doing the infill work at the timber frame extension where there used to be a door. So that's all done and ready for rendering, and today I'm just going to get the plinth up to the same height as where it is, and then get the first course of concrete block all the way around so we can pour the concrete in here. So what we're going to do is, because we've got a funny corner here where we've mass filled it to allow the, well, to take out the pressure of the driveway that's going in, got to rack it back through. So the plan is just to build this elevation first, get the vents in and get that up to the height of the plinth, and then swing around the corner and put this one in, because it's a little bit fiddly with the toothing out work there. So we might just build that bit by hand and then obviously run between. And then same with over here, we got a small pillar here, only 4 courses, so we can set something up and run that through. So yeah, this elevation's easy, corner block on the end of each profile, and start running. Right, now that is this side of the plinth up to the height we need to get to, which the top of this block travels across there, which is our tray height. So obviously we can't go any higher here till we put the first couple courses on and get our tray stapled down and over. So yeah, just gonna use up that half a barrow and knock up a coin down here. Just, you know, I don't have to tail out much because We'll plumb off the trench block, obviously plumb off the face of our brick there, and then just run this section in. The reason why I did this section first is because obviously all this has got to be pointed in, which is just about ready to be done, so I'm going to jump on that now. Unfortunately I didn't tail this out enough, so just gonna have to bring that corner around when we can. But yeah, it just means that now we can take the profiles down, because we've got our fixed point, so we can pull a line off there, pull a line off there, and obviously chuck them corner blocks on the inside. So gonna chuck these profiles down, get all this chariot and jointed up, and start on down here. Right, so this panel is all jointed in and just knocked up before lunch this corner, which is just about ready to joint in as well. So while we're letting the muck spin around, we're just going to get this one sorted. So like I mentioned before, this one is sort of like a two different size 3/4 through. Just here, so there's not much in them, but yeah, doesn't look too bad all the way up through. So like I mentioned a minute ago, plan is to get the front and this side to this height here, which is our vent height, and it's near enough the top of our concrete slab height as well. So tomorrow we'll have to put round a course of block on top of here, on top of here, and then a cut course on top there to, you know, because this is face work all the way up through, so we'll have to match it in, which, you know, isn't too hard. But yeah, apart from that, quick apology. Hasn't really, well, it's been quite a time-lapse heavy video. To be honest, it just does take quite a while to, you know, get the head cam on and get that sort of content. But well, when we've got to get stuff done. But other than that, hopefully when we are building the superstructure, because as you can see we've got a lot of masonry to go, we'll be able to get a bit more footage. But yeah, we'll get this one jointed in and this panel laid through. Right, so we managed to get done all what we needed today. I think it's just under 500 bricks in this small plinth done today, so yeah, not too bad. This came out quite well. So yeah, like I mentioned earlier, the reason we stopped at this height is because we've got to put in all our damp course and trays. You can see underneath the vent course, which is why we stopped at this block here. So tomorrow we're going to set out the inside and get all that bonded out and the height set, because we might need to, you know, raise this side slightly because the camber of the beams has sort of created a bit of a drop off, as you can see there with the coursing. So yeah, we'll work that out, get that sorted, and yeah, start looking at setting heights for concrete slab that's going to go in here. So what we are going to do is rebait out this block work all the way through, so I'll just do loads of cuts with a petrol cutter all the way along, and then, you know, take it down, because it's only going to be about 100mm concrete slab in here. So it's what we're going to do is lay like a course of slate through, because ground level here is only coming up to just below this brick eye, I'm pretty sure, because we've got ACO drains. Yeah, because ACO drains below the vent height. So this brick will just go up 10mm above this block, just to allow the slab to come through to create a level threshold for the door. So yeah, good job getting all the plinth done. Not sure if we're gonna end that video there or not, or set out the block work and then get it ready for the slab. But yeah, I'm sure we'll find out, and that's where I'm gonna leave it today.